Good morning, ladies. How's everyone doing?
Morning.
Good.
What was that? Hold on. Let's back it up. What was that?
Oh,
good morning. Like, what are we doing today? Like, what are we doing? There we go.
We kicking shit off. We kicking shit off. Boom.
Yeah, thank you. Because I was like, that was lousy, ladies. Like, we could do better. But good morning, all. Glad everyone's doing well. Well, today's episode is a fun episode, but we have some special friends with us. We have Marcel and we have Brent. Woo! So they're going to tell a little bit about themselves.
Yeah.
Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
It's going to be a fun episode, folks. Fun episode. Welcome to the show. I'm the B and BLT.
I'm the L, Lisa.
And everybody knows the T.
The bacchanal. Terry.
Yes.
Terry. Well, we are glad to have you guys today on the show. So we decided the topic of the show is dating American versus Caribbean women.
Sac passe. You're listening to Unfiltered Liming with BLT. Every week, we will reflect on our journeys on trying to navigate between our parents' traditional culture versus American culture. We are your hosts, Bertide,
Lisa,
and Terry.
No one's talking, so let's get unfiltered.
And we wanted to have like a men's perspective. We didn't want it to be all about us. So what we're going to do is ask a question and the guys will answer. Okay, so let me put this disclaimer out there, peoples. My disclaimers. This is their perspective on American versus Caribbean. This is not facts. This is not truth. This is not y'all need to do what they say. This is not what's going on. This is just their perspective on their experiences. Okay, disclaimer.
Put it out there.
We got to put it out there. So, Brent, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
All right. Brent George from Trinity. Boop, representing. I was born in Trinity, moved to Trinity when I was 15 to New York, and now I live in North Carolina. So here I am.
Okay. Well, welcome.
Thank you, ladies, for putting me on.
Well, thank you for coming on. Right. Marcel.
Good morning. I'm Marcel, born and raised in the United States, Washington, D.C. Been here all my life, okay?
Okay.
Big up, boy. Big up.
Cool beans. So, we're going to start with the questions, unless anybody else has anything to say, ladies. Again, okay, let me again put a disclaimer. Ladies, we're going to ask the question. We're going to let them answer.
Yep.
Right? We're not going, chop their head off, or if we get the wrong answer. I'm just saying. I'm just kidding.
Chop we head off? No.
It's that type of I'm just kidding. But Are we ready?
So, ladies and gentlemen, the drink for this episode is
Babash.
First question. Yes. I gotta get my questions together. Again, this is comparing your dating or your experiences with Caribbean versus American women. So the first question is, ready? Do you think Caribbean women are more submissive than American women? Who wants to take that one on?
Crickets.
I'll take that one on. Yeah, please take that one first. Yeah, take that one first, boy.
Yes! Step up, goat!
Go ahead.
I think American women are more submissive than Caribbean women, in my experience.
Oh, we should see all our faces right now, ladies and gentlemen. Please elaborate.
Yes, please. I just want to know. I'm just curious to know.
Yeah.
I guess with my experience, I've only dated 2 Caribbean women. So being with American women majority of the time, I think they're more submissive than Caribbean women.
Can you elaborate what submissive means to you so that way people understand what?
Basically, like giving in.
So you're saying American women give in more than Caribbean women?
Yes.
Brent, would you care to jump in?
Well, I believe American women wants to learn my culture. You know, submissive. I don't think no one wants to be submissive, but I think they want to learn. They want to, so they'll do what they have to get to know that person. You know, to try different foods, different culture, different. You know, for example, carnivals and stuff like that. You know, so being submissive, I don't think. You know. I don't know. That's tough. That's a tough question right there.
Yeah, I was trying to see what your answer was.
Brent is stuck.
Because you know, Caribbean women are very, to me, let me say that, aggressive. When I say aggressive, they headstrong. When I say no, in a good way, they headstrong. They know what they want. They see what they want. They go for it. They don't stop. Not saying American women don't, but it's something about Caribbean women is just it's sexy to the point of they know what they want. But submissive, that's a tough.
So you're basically agreeing with Marcel that American women are more submissive, because if you're saying Caribbean women are aggressive, then you're agreeing with what Marcel is saying.
Don't take aggressive as a bad thing. You know what I mean?
No, never.
Maybe assertive. Maybe assertive.
Maybe assertive, or you know.
No, who said aggressive? We're gonna keep aggressive,
sorry,
Lisa. Don't, guys.
My bad.
Don't beat him up now, God.
That was being aggressive by changing his words. That was being aggressive.
Submissive. That's. Why help?
Okay.
Oh, you ain't saying nothing. I don't know.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next question. So we have American women more submissive. Check for them. Now the next question is, which sex is better?
I'm gonna say. I'm going. Hey, now I'm going.
Which love making is better?
I'm gonna jump. Hey, Brent. Let me go ahead and jump in there.
Yeah, you take that one.
Is this with or without clothes you jumping in? Which one?
Yeah.
I feel like I need to open a window.
Be careful. Be careful of what you're saying, bro. Yeah, be careful, because you have a West Indian woman right there, so be careful.
Oh.
No, I will say this, and I guess everyone on here is Caribbean, but me, I will say Caribbean, because they know how to move their hips. They know how to gyrate. I mean, it's like, and let me say this, and it's not just the sex, because I've dated a woman from Guyana. And I've been knowing this family from Trinidad for over 30 years. And I went to Carnival back in 2008. And the women, they just, oh my God.
You having flashback over there?
Yeah. It's just,
Open a window?
You might have to open up a window.
Brent, are you in agreement?
But Partner, I will have to agree with you. My first sexual experience was with a West Indian woman, and she taught me some things that I still use to this day.
Okay.
So yeah,
that comes from the soca, the compa, right? The soca and the compa. You know, we need to know how
that
to.
come from Shimada. But
So Caribbean women, we are better in the sack because we know how to move our hips. We'll take that.
I'm taking a tally here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next question. Which group can cook better?
God.
He said, oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Hey, Brett, you want to go ahead and take this one?
Let me take this one. Yeah, let me take this one first, homeboy. I love my cooked food, yo. So I'm sorry, West Indian women, hands down. Don't get me wrong, nothing against American women, but West Indian woman, I guess I don't want to be biased because I'm from the islands, but hands down, I love my cooked food. I love my island food. Nothing like seeing a woman in the kitchen, a West Indian woman cooking what you grew up eating. The curry chicken, the rice and peas, the callaloo, So ain't nothing like seeing that.
I think all of us right now are drooling. Thanks, Brent.
Oh God, mommy. Yeah.
Can I ask a question? Can I just interject for a minute? Yeah. So, would you say that because of the spices and the flavoring, not to take away and say that American people don't have that because their lane is different than our lane, but would you say that you're a little bit more biased because of that?
Like I said, I didn't want to be biased, but when I first moved to America, right, all they had was salt and pepper. Everything you see on the food channel was salt and pepper. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, where the adobo, where the seasoning, where the shadow benny, with the lime, where all the seasoning, so
garlic.
Mm-hmm. Right.
The green seasoning.
And then later on you saw more seasonings coming out there. You know what I mean? And so I ain't trying to be biased. It is, West Indian all the way, yo.
Marcel?
Well, that's a hard one for me being an American because I love American cooking as far as soul food. Okay. But I think with Caribbean cooking, I think soul food derived from Caribbean cooking. Mm-hmm. Like the Caribbean, Africa, and things like that. Because Americans, like Brett said, we didn't have those spices. They brought all those spices over here.
Good point.
I didn't really start eating Caribbean food probably until I was maybe 18, because my best friend is from Trinidad and my ex-girlfriend was from Guyana. So once I got a taste of that Caribbean food, the roti, the curry, it's like it's like that soul food kind of took a back seat. Because I will even tell Lisa, let's go to Pimentos and get me some stewed chicken, some cabbage, some rice and peas. I can eat that all day.
Still.
There you go. But soul food, I guess I ate that for so long. It's like I know it, but I want to venture out more and learn more Caribbean cooking. I love Caribbean food, and I would say I will go with Caribbean cooking over American cooking.
Ooh. Snaps, I think that deserves some snaps right there. All day, every day. Yes. But again, my American folks, we love American food.
Yeah, once again, I'm not trying to, bad talk American food. I still love my fried chicken, you know what I'm saying? I still love my Louisiana, you know what I mean? My ribs, your smoked ribs and stuff like that. So the barbecue. So don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? But when it comes to seasoning, Caribbean hands down.
Go ahead, Terry.
Let me ask this question. This is a question from Marcel. So with that being said, what would you say is the one best American dish hands down across the board? Just the one.
I'll say fried chicken.
Okay.
But let me add to that. Americans, they don't do as much with the chicken as Caribbeans do.
Talk on it. They don't clean it. That lime juice. Hey.
Let me tell you something.
Vinegar.
I'm telling you.
Americans do not clean that chicken. They do not clean that chicken.
Don't go to no Caribbean house, American people, and think you're going to cook their meat and you're not going to clean it. I'm just going to tell you, they're going to look at you, they're going to let you cook it, but nobody's going to eat it. I'm just telling you right now.
No. First of all, you're going to get a nice sweet cuss out.
Yeah.
Nice sweet cuss out.
Yes.
Hey,
You will.
Don't put that chicken in my pot, you know. Don't put that chicken in my pot, yo.
Nope.
Yeah,
Don't
and
put
if
it in
you
my
bring
pot.
like a girl or a man to your family outing and they don't know this simple thing, they're gonna cuss you out for bringing this person to their house because they're gonna be like, "Who did you bring to my like?" Don't do it, people. We're just saving you the heartache of breaking up with this person. Don't do it because it's not gonna work out.
But I see both sides because there's a lot of American dishes that you can't do certain things to them too. Like the potato salad or the coleslaw, or you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So, who make the potato salad? That's the famous question, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Or who make the coleslaw? Or who make the mac and cheese? You know what I mean?
There you go.
West Indian, we like it cheesy. You know what I mean? So it all depends. It all depends on who making what. So I see both sides when it comes to that.
Thing we're gonna do an episode on how to clean chicken.
Yes.
Speaking, let me. I'm gonna tag you on that, Lisa. I dated this American guy, and he was at my house one time, and I was cleaning chicken. He was like, "Damn, that chicken real good." I said, "Hell yeah!" So you don't do that at home? I said, "You know what? I ain't even gonna ask the question." But yes, this is how we do here thoroughly. I said, "I will know next time. Nothing will be passing my mouth. No chicken will be passing my mouth by you, because I know that chicken smelling like a ram goat." Exactly. So.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's good. All right. So next question. It ties in with cooking, but it goes, which one is better equipped to be wifey? American or Caribbean?
Dum, 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 dum.
I know, right? Don't. Everybody over here
We're putting it on the spot. We're putting it on the spot.
They fidgeting and stuff over here.
Lisa, open a window.
Hey, your turn first, boy. I went first last time. You
Oh, Marcel. He's putting you out there, Marcel.
That's okay. That's okay. That's a hard one.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel
Lisa's over here dying.
I think that might be a tie.
Good answer.
I think it might be a tie because I'll say this. You may have, and I'm gonna try to use my words carefully. You have
Lisa, don't do it.
all right, I'm gonna go ahead. You have some bad and trifling Caribbean women, and you have some bad and trifling American women. So it kind of balances. I guess you just gotta find that right one. You know?
Facts. I second that. I second that.
Thanks, Brent.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brent.
Don't ask me. I ain't filling out no question here.
We're gonna move on since that one wasn't hot. Stay out the kitchen question.
So was that a tie?
It was a tie.
Yeah. It's a tie.
It's a tie. Brent said it's a tie. He's trying to move along, Lisa.
Yeah.
One for American, one for Caribbean. I just want to make sure.
Okay.
I ain't gonna mess with that one.
This one is a fun one. Which one can hold liquor better?
Oh God, West Indian Dong Pak.
Oh yeah, I agree with him on that one. West Indian, yes.
Really?
I went to Carnival one time, and I see a woman put Babash to she head, and she drink it gunk, 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 gunk. Put the bottle down, take a sip of soda, and say ah. No, sir. She went. I was done. I get sober one time.
But Brent, tell them what Babash is.
Yeah. Babash is like American Moonshine. Oh God, Babash is a car starter, an engine starter. It's like Moonshine.
Hey Brent, don't forget about punching.
Right. Well, they're running. Babash a little stronger and punching. Yeah, it's like Moonshine.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
She just took it to the head.
Oh my God! I get sober one time. I get sober. I was done. I said, nah. I put down my bottle and I went home. I was done. When I see that, I said, nah. She win. Take win, girl. Take win. I go on. Take win.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the drink for this episode is
Babash.
There we go.
No.
I would say the Caribbean because, like Brett said, I went to Carnival some years ago, and it's like the first thing in the morning. You know, it's 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'm getting a beer shoved in my face. Like, here you go, wake up. I mean, it's like it was like nonstop. I mean, they got these little cups hooked to their side, and somebody can just walk up to you and pour you drinks and liquor. You like, what is this going on? I'm like, I'm drinking everything that's come my way, and I'm trashed. So yes, I would say Caribbeans can hold their liquor better than Americans.
Okay,
except for me.
So
they have so much different types of rum. It's like it's unbelievable.
But I have met some Americans that could put it back with they like the whiskey and tequila. They could push it back. But
yeah,
hands down, I've never seen an American push it back like a Caribbean woman. Hands down.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got the drink. Snap, snap.
Wait, Lisa, what did you say? Wait, Lisa, what did you say?
I'll drink to that.
All right, next question, which is a good one. Which one is more respectful?
You know what?
Brent, why your head go down?
You know what? And I just, to answer that question, I just talked to Lisa about that yesterday. That one too is kind of almost to me on a tie. I've been around a lot of respectful Caribbeans, and I'll add this to it, they're very patient. But I will say this, especially with the women, you do not, I repeat, you do not want to get on a Caribbean woman's nerves or piss her off. They're the nicest people you can ever meet, but don't push that button. They're like a little Tasmanian devil, firecracker.
Facts.
Brent is shaking his head. That is, we will take that. That is true. That is very true. You push us to that limit, it'll be hurricane season.
I have met some crazy Americans that will bust your window now. Hold on, don't get it twisted.
Yeah, I'm not.
They will bust your window and flatten your tires and put sugar in your tank. Don't get it twisted. We're gonna keep it real.
That's why I'm kind of giving that one a tie. It's like, it's like a scale. You just don't know.
Don't know which way it tips. Okay.
Yeah.
To piggyback what he said, though, it all depends on the individual that you attract to. If they respect you, they'll do it in a decent way, and if not, you're gonna get dealt with.
Okay. That's good.
To that.
That's a tie, Lisa.
I tied that one. I got it.
So the next question, it kind of goes with that last one. Which one is more supportive or more crazy?
Wait, that's two questions.
It's like part A and part B. Supportive and crazy.
Okay, let me go on this one, bro.
Okay.
If you've been with a woman who, American woman or Caribbean, I'd say it's two parts to that. Two ways to that. It's a tie too. Who's been in the trenches, who grew up differently, who don't have much, you know what I mean? And want to see you guys grow together, instead of apart. You have an understanding relationship on both sides, the American and Caribbean side, because not everybody from America is rich. You know what I mean? Because, when I was living in Trinidad, you thought everybody in America was rich until you came here. You're like, oh, this is dirtier than where I came from. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So it all depends on the individuals that you're with to support you and, to hold you down. And what was the second part?
More crazy.
That go back with the last part, the last conversation.
It's a tie.
I mean, yeah.
I feel y'all being nice right now.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I've dated a lot of supportive people. I've dated a lot of unsupportive people. So on both sides. Because some people think because you're making it, you're going to leave them behind too. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
No,
Yeah.
we're doing this for us. But they couldn't see that.
Okay.
That's good. Anything else you want to add, Marcel?
I agree with Brett. I agree with him. Yeah.
Okay. Next question. Which one can get into more shenanigans?
American.
That was easy.
I know.
That was real quick.
Please tell us why.
Drama, the reality damn TV.
Oh,
They trying to live that reality TV life, and life ain't like that. It ain't that reality TV ain't real. You know what I mean? That's for entertainment. This is reality. This is real right here. You know,
Preach.
everybody want to live that lifestyle, and it ain't like that. It ain't about the what I got and who I with. I'm trying to be this chick. Nah, I don't care about all that stuff. Me personally, I'm simple. But that drama, nah, I ain't dealing with that drama.
So you feel American women come with more drama because of the reality TV in America?
Well, I don't live in Trinidad, so I don't know how it goes in Trinity right now. You know what I'm saying? But that or in the, different islands. But from what I've seen or what I've been around, living in New York and all that drama is there, yo. That they'll bring it to you.
Marcel?
I mean, I'm kind of in agreement with Brett, but I will say this. The ones that were actually born in the islands, they're totally different than the ones that were born in America.
Mm-hmm.
That's almost with any country. Like the ones that were born in America, they tend to see that like Brett said, the reality TV, they think that's glamorous and they tend to follow that trend. But with the Caribbeans or any person from another country, if they're born there and they come here, they don't think like that. They don't act like that. If you understand what I'm saying.
Okay, so Lisa and Terry's face both are looking a little perplexed. So I'm hold on, Terry. Go ahead, Lisa. Hold on, Lisa. Go ahead,
Terry.
Terry about to get me.
Okay. So, no, I just want just to clarify that. And I'm not trying to change your answer because that's your perception. But coming from me, how I was born and raised in the United States. However, I was just born here. Everything that is in me and has been instilled in me is all West Indian because my family came straight from there to here. So all my upbringing is that. So a lot of the American ways, I have some of them, but it's more of the West Indian than anything. So I wouldn't say, I understand why you said that, but for me, coming from where I am, I'm just, I guess, I'm just a different on that different breed level, and a lot of my close people and close friends, they're the same way. They were born here, but they have a lot of their families, they brought them up in the West Indian way, and I think Lisa shaking her head, she can attest to that too. Lisa, you want to tag you in?
Yeah, also for myself, I got two parts to this. So for myself and my other girlfriends that are first generation born here, I think the advantage that we kind of have is that, yes, we have all West Indian instilled in us, but we could turn that shit off and on too, depending on where we are.
That's right.
We can get in where we fit in real quick. Real quick. Number two, the other thing I want to add onto that is, onto what you just said, is I know a guy that I dated for a very hot second, fresh off the boat. I ain't gonna say what island he from. Yo, all he did in his country was on American TV. So when he got here, he thought that's all how it is. I mean, he came out here like, yo, can you introduce me to the Hustlers? Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Who? What? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What did you say? Oh, you trying to get killed? Oh, okay. Right this way. What Who says that shit? So I think, and when he came to this country, I mean, he had to be mid-20s. Late 20s. I'm gonna even give him, I'm gonna say it was mid-20s when he came here. So I feel like I got the impression that he was raised down in the Caribbean, but watching American TV. And then when he got here, he thought that's how it was.
That's life. Wow.
I got a question.
Okay.
So you guys are talking about, you ladies were talking about, you guys have Caribbean, brought up sea. Put it down.
Brought up sea.
Right? So you brought up sea, right? So what about your American girlfriends? How did they act? Compared to your family members who had the Caribbean brought up sea, compared to the Americans, true Americans who were brought up here. What was their attitude like? How were they?
They were wild for the night, yo. They wild for the night. They ready,
right?
Yo, they.
But I also think, so I'm going to add the difference also, I feel like, and I think we've talked about it in our podcast, is the fact that again, my opinion, peoples, don't be coming and hit me up. This is my opinion. The fact is, I feel like with certain American perception is that there's no consequences. And I feel like with Caribbean, you are instilled like there's consequences for your actions. And I think a lot of times with my, American friends and things like that, the consequences, and again, to go back to reality TV or whatever, is that they don't feel like the law could touch them. Like it's very like a disassociation of the consequences. But I think with Caribbean, like if you're going to do something, you're taking a risk, but like, yo, I already know what the consequences is. So I was like, you play it off like, do I want to, or do I don't want to? And I think sometimes that could be the difference. And that's just my opinion.
Well, your mother tell you don't embarrass she's going to kick you.
Exactly. You don't embarrass the family.
Yeah, don't disrespect the family. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. There's about to been 1,001 things that I've thought about doing, and then the first thing comes to your mind is, you can't embarrass the family. Oh shit, it's gonna get back. Damn it. Yeah.
And especially if you stay within close proximity of family members, there's always somebody watching. Because you be coming home and they be like, oh, I heard that you were, and I could tell you what kind of clothes you were wearing, so don't even try to say it wasn't you. I'd be like, well, damn, like, you really? Like, you should work for the CIA, because you better than the CIA. Like, they know everything. Yeah, the Caribbean folks, I'm just saying, my family was that. I was like, oh, okay. Well, this was good. Next question. Describe the main difference in American versus Caribbean women, in your opinion. Differences.
Main difference?
Mm-hmm. When you were with the American woman versus...
That's the same thing I was thinking.
What are some of the differences, or maybe similarities? Like, you could give similarities if you want to.
I mean, me personally, I found out that Caribbean women, to me, are more patient than American women, more respectful. That's just my opinion in what I've seen dealing with American women. Like I said, I've only dealt with 2 Caribbean women, and they never gave me any shit as far as like a Caribbean woman. I mean, like an American woman, but like I said earlier, and look at Terry looking at me, you do not want to push that button on a Caribbean woman. Trust me, I know that firsthand. Same with American, but I mean, I think they're similar, but I think that the Caribbean woman's upbringing was a little bit different than American women's upbringing.
Okay. You want to elaborate a little bit more on that?
I mean, it's just the way they were raised as far as spiritually. I think Caribbean women have more spiritual than American women.
Okay.
If I can say that.
Okay.
Brent like,
I know, right?
Well, I mean, I like what he said, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I believe it's up to the individual, Don't get me wrong. I don't want to be biased and say, oh, Caribbean, yeah. But, it all depends on the individual. If you want to be want to be an astronaut, you could go out and be an astronaut. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on the individual if they want to aspire to be. So I don't know. It's tough. That's a tough question.
So I'm going to add something, and maybe you guys could jump in. So with this, from my, again, disclaimer perspective, I feel like with my American friends, a lot of them, and it goes back to, that's like a whole different kind of subject. A lot of times they don't grow up with fathers, right, in the home. And they don't, and they have the perception of, again, like their mothers telling them, American guys are no good and all this stuff, and they take it out, right? And I feel like in our Caribbean culture, from what I see, there's not that kind of, what would I say, bashing of the Caribbean men, no matter what they do. No matter they bring children home to you, they cheating, they whatever. I've never seen, I can talk about my family, I've never seen like the women go hard or trash talk them to their children, to family members, to anything outside of their home, no matter what they do, compared to I've seen, African American women, like they just like, oh, your daddy no good, this. You know what I'm saying? Like and it could just be me, but I feel like there's a difference in certain aspect of how they give respect to the man. Why, Terry? Well, I'm gonna stop talking because Terry looking at me like I'm just gonna stop talking. Go ahead, Terry.
No, don't stop talking.
I feel like fumes are coming out of your ears right now. Go ahead, Terry. You have the floor.
Here's the thing. That part, I would say that is something that, okay, you have gone through, but on the flip side of it, there have been Western women that I know very well that, trash talk and bash the men. So, and then we come up in these broken home situations. So it is not, I just think that for the West Indian community that maybe we do it in a different way. We're not putting it out on the street. We may talk it amongst in the family where your father ain't shit and this, that, the other. But we're not going to go outside that door to be able to bad talk. We'll still let them know, oh, so-and-so got a, father and yeah, he coming up here and so on and so forth. However, inside the house is going down. It's going down.
Yeah, I would agree.
That's my, yeah.
You don't let your business, you don't talk your business outside the house. Inside the house is on and popping,
Yeah, I agree with that.
American families do that too. It's both ways. Some people grew up with decency. Keep family business at home. So the Italians do it, the Asians do it, everybody do it. You know what I mean? So it all depends on how you was brought up. If you have a decent family and everybody is a family, even some friends is family that you take in. You know what I mean? So it all depends. I grew up different. But I come from a big family. My mom, 19, 20, siblings. You know what I mean? So everything was handled in the house. But we cracked up every day. We laugh about it, There's outside children, but we was cool with it. Outside children was our children. We played with them. It was nothing.
That's cool. Are we ready for the next question? Which one is more jealous?
American.
You said American? Oh,
American.
Brent answered that real quick.
I know.
It's some insecurities.
Marcel is thinking over there.
Oh my God, there's some insecurities out there. Oh my God, I don't know where it comes from. Jesus, whew. They jealous because you farted. I don't know. It's crazy, yo. It's like, what the hell?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, right? Being West Indian, you come to America and you're doing well for yourself. big up, did well for themselves. Then you have some American people who know they from here, born and bred from here, that ain't doing half the stuff that you doing. They jealous of you. This is your country.
Question.
I mean, I can agree with that part,
you know
but
this is your country, but yet you don't take the benefits from your country, but other people are coming in and doing well for them. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say something wrong?
No, that's my slogan, yo. That's my slogan.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Preaching that shit
Brent,
for years.
Brent, what do we call
Sorry,
that?
go ahead.
Brent, what do we call that? Okay. What he was saying was basically they have the same opportunities that we have, but they, get jealous of us. We call that, Brent, don't we call that money on the table?
Go get the bag. Go get the bag. Money on the table.
This is what I'm saying. The money is on the table. They don't want to take it. That's what I'm saying. Money on the table.
Yeah.
When I first moved here to America, I was go back on the banana boat. Go back where you come from. Well, wait a minute. You came on a slave ship. I came with American Airlines. You know? I mean, but just thinking about it. But I got chased out of school and all that good stuff. But you grow from that. So that's what probably made me the person I am now. So when I look back at them now, it's like, yo, you're doing well for yourself. Look at you. I'm like, all right. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I prayed and I worked. You know what I mean? I prayed and I worked. You could do the same thing too.
I mean,
but some of them,
I kind of agree with Brett a little bit because I've seen a few jealous Caribbeans, but I'll say this: when it comes to the Americans, it's like Terry and Brett were saying, we were born and raised here. It's like with Americans, especially when it comes to employment, it's like we want to start here and not start here. Caribbeans and other people from different countries, they start from the bottom. Like I told my son, I said, there's nothing wrong. You're 15 years old starting at McDonald's. You're 15. You never know where that can take you. You may own a couple of franchises when you're in your 20s. You don't know. So Americans, we don't want to start from the bottom. It's like we either want to start from that mid-level or try to start from the top. And it's not going to happen. You have to start from the bottom and work your way up. Unless you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth.
That's true. That is very true.
Remember, and silver has all a lot of elements in it too. So it's not just silver. So you got to start from somewhere.
I like the way you put it.
Start from somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
I would say American women are jealous on certain aspects, as far as one being the way Caribbean women dance. American women get jealous of Caribbean women because a lot of them, they can't move their hips the way Caribbean women do. American women twerk. Caribbean women, they whine, and that's a big difference. And I've been to certain clubs where you will see the American women standing off to the side and say things like, well, that bitch thinks she's better than everyone else because the way she's dancing. And it's not true. That's the part I think American women are jealous of Caribbean.
So you're saying that American, or you're agreeing with Brent that American are more jealous?
Yeah, I guess I am. Yeah.
Lisa and Natalie over there. All right, next question. Do you think that African American women think that they're better than Caribbean women, or vice versa? Brent, let it out. Go ahead, sir. I know.
Well, yeah, I would say yes, because they're more privileged. They have, they're in America. They're the home of the free and the brave, right? So they have more at their feet. Because let's put it like this: an American woman goes to the Caribbean. The Caribbean men are chasing after her. You know what I'm saying? They running after her because they think she got money. They think she got this, and they get, you know what I'm saying? They want that green card. Don't get me wrong, but they think she's all that. So I think.
Marcel?
What was the question again? I kind of got my mind went somewhere else.
Do you think African American women think they are better than Caribbean women, or vice versa?
I think it's to me, I think it may be a tie. It may be even. Because like I said, I've ran into some Caribbean women that think they're better than American women, and I definitely ran into some American women that think they're better than Caribbean women. But I would take this to the left a little bit, because my experience is, especially at work, I noticed that African women definitely think they're better than American women. Mm-hmm. That's what I experienced the most. But as far as the Caribbean women, I think that to America, I think that's kind of even.
So you're saying African women from actually the continent of Africa think that they're better than African American women?
Oh,
yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
All day.
Yeah.
All day.
Can you tell us, like, how do they think they're better? What are some things that they think they're better at?
Everything. Well, Brett got a point there. Everything. It's just that the way they think they dress better than American women, you know, that's what I've seen. Mm-hmm. But I will say their culture, as far as their dress, is really nice, but they have this attitude where they think they can do everything better than Americans, not just women, Americans, period. Because I've worked with a lot of them, and they thought they were on this, they put themselves on this pedestal like you can't tell them anything. Like they're here. They're not at the bottom of the barrel, you know?
Right.
And they think they're disrespectful too.
That's a lot of pride, though.
So do you think it could be because they're from the motherland? Like they feel like, oh, we're the true, like.
Yes. Yes.
A lot of that is pride that they're walking on. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, pride. Oh, yeah.
Very prideful.
A flash just came to my head of coming to America when the African lady just ran into the front of the
crowd,
the wedding group, and said, and she just presented herself, and that's how I see them. You know, they want to part the Red Sea and be boom right there in the center of attention. Like, here I am. You know, so I work with them too. I'm not here to bash anybody. You know, it's up to the individual. It's up to the individual. I don't want to bash anybody. But to answer your question, I see
America. Okay. Now, last question: which one do you prefer to take home to meet Mama if you had a choice?
Marcel, why are you scratching your head?
I would say this.
And he stretched her arm.
Let me say this, and I started saying this years ago. It's not just taking her home to Mama. If you can take her home to Grandma, then Grandma's gonna make that final decision. Okay. To me, it all depends on the woman. It all depends on her. I can't say Caribbean or American, but not just Mama. If you can introduce her to Grandma and Grandma like her, she's in.
Okay. Brent is just laughing. He's in agreement.
Hey boy, my mother's always tell me, lay your own lights bite you. So that means bring home your own woman from your own kind. You know what I'm saying? She always stressed that.
Really?
Oh yeah, she always stressed that. And me being the fine person that I am, like, please, you bring me to America. You want me to bring woman? I was, you know, I bring home my woman. Once it's a woman, I bring it home. You know what I'm saying? But I got both sides. You know, I'm cool. I'm bringing home a person that I think is gonna represent me and my family in the right way.
Hey, that's a good answer.
With respect and dignity. Respect. So.
That's good. So who won, Lisa?
Oh, Caribbean woman.
Folks, now you've heard it from Brent and Marcel, so you can't say it's us tooting our own horn. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are just saying we're a little bit better. I'm just kidding.
Caribbean women. Go Go get yourself one.
She gonna whine for you.
She gonna cook for you.
And she gonna respect you. There you go. One fun question we like to ask all our visiting unfiltered friends is, what gets you unfiltered?
Hey. Oh.
You just see both y'all's faces.
I think this interview over, right? I think we're done, right?
What did he say?
He said, I think this interview's over.
Yeah, I think we done.
So what gets you unfiltered?
I don't know.
Take that.
I know.
Take that.
Shit, I know.
Lisa.
Wait a minute. Okay, so ladies, wait a minute. Since sometimes this is a tough question, why don't we start off and then circle back to the men? Okay, B, what gets you unfiltered?
A good massage.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. The L.
A nice cocktail.
Damn, you took mine.
She took mine.
Sorry. Okay. I don't know. A nice hot shower.
No, take it back. Take it back. Take it back.
Marcel?
I guess I'm on the same boat with Lisa.
The cocktail or the shower?
The beer. A nice beer, a cocktail.
There you go.
Okay.
Cocktail. Let's keep it real. The
Carrot.
straight.
Yeah, carrot preferably. I like the carrot.
Okay.
My man.
Terry?
Great sex and a run.
In that order?
That's what gets me unfiltered. Yes, in that order.
In that order,
Oh,
Terry?
yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Wow. In that order.
I thought she said she was running from the sex. That's what I thought.
If it's great, never that.
What about you, Brent?
Honestly, being with family.
Oh.
We laugh, we joke, we have a good time, we crack up, we drink. My mother always cooking. Boy, oh God, I don't even want to go back to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
That's it. Lime in.
Lyman, there you go.
Lyman.
Unfiltered Lyman. There you go. Well, thank you both, Marcel and Brent, for joining us on this episode. This was fun. We learned a lot. Any final words, gentlemen?
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Good. We're going to have you guys come back.
Yeah, you guys do
Yes.
a great job. Keep up the good work.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. And on that note, ladies, we are out.
À la prochaine, le peuple. Thank you for joining us this week on Unfiltered Liming with BLT. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and join our Facebook page at Unfiltered Liming with BLT. As always, subscribe to the show to catch every new episode and leave us a review so we can continue to bring you fresh, exciting content. See you next Thursday, same time, same station. Unfiltered Liming with BLT is edited and produced by Unfiltered Liming with BLT.